Welcome back to
Hi.
the morning show on XL7 TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Mr. Bob Zadora. We
Yes,
were
sir.
in deep thought and talk here.
We were.
Hi.
We're talking about the land. I was with a candidate for land commissioner yesterday, and he was talking about there's been some changes in the way properties are auctioned off. They get auctioned off after they can't find, when the property taxes haven't been paid. The job of the land commissioner is to collect the taxes for the county. So they do that. The county sends out letters for about 2 years, and then the state sends out letters trying to find heirs and things like that, people that have that may have a claim to the property, and then they put the property up for auction. Well, in the past, after the property was auctioned, the owner still had 90 days to come up with the taxes and penalties and interest and stuff like that. Now that's not the case. Now when the day before the property goes to auction, by 4/59, you can get there and pay your taxes. If they're not paid by that day, it's auctioned and it goes to the new person.
No longer a redemption.
No longer redemption.
Wow. That's a tad strange.
Not at all.
Well, I'm
they
not
haven't
arguing.
paid their
I'm
taxes
not
for-
arguing with the point that it's the new way. It's just
Yeah.
strange to hear that's
Yeah.
coming along like that.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
Because you have
because you have
under
people
the
that
old
buy
law,
these.
You used to have a whole year or
Yeah,
longer.
It was longer. Yeah, when I first went to real estate school, it was longer.
Yeah.
And they've been whittling it down because it's kind of silly. And this is money that these counties aren't getting, that they can't use. So they auction them off, but you got to be careful with the auction because you also acquire all the liens that are on that property, whether they're mechanics liens or any kind of liens that somebody may have put on there. That travels with the land. It doesn't travel with the owner. So you want to watch, you want to go to the website for the auctions. It's kind of interesting. It's cosl.org. I'll get it right. Auction.cosl.org. And you can go on there and you can see all the properties. They're like half of Briarcliff.
Yeah,
It's
every
all
year.
tax delinquent. It always
Yep.
is.
Even
And-
the new buyers let it go.
yeah. What did I do? But you can see the properties, and there's like little bitty slivers of property that wasn't when they did surveys. They missed this little corner here, and so those kind of things come up. So it may be something that's next to you may have some land, and you may say, well, that would be good if I had that.
Yeah.
A couple extra feet over there would be good. But there's a lot of options. But just kind of keep in mind, if you've been playing the game of getting in there after it goes to auction to see how much it gets, and then go in and pay it. Yeah, not anymore. So just kind of keep that kind of stuff in mind.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah. Well, tracking down people isn't as hard as it used to be. This computer thing is going to catch on.
Sooner or later.
Yeah, and people, they're
This
a little
this here interweb.
This here internet.
This here interweb, it might be here to stay.
It might be.
Thank
it
you,
might
Al
be.
Gore.
That's right. That's right. Thank God for Al Gore. And so it's a little easier to track people down. But I mean, because some of these, there are estates where Uncle Fred 3 generations ago left, 27 cousins his land, thinking that it was going to be worth stuff. And so you got to track all those people down for them to go, yeah, no, we're not interested in that.
Yeah,
But you gotta do
and
it.
it's the speeding it up is not a bad idea because if you go buy one, the sale here I think in Baxter County was last month or it may be in August, but you buy one and you can't do anything with it for 2 years, or at least that's the way the old
Yeah.
rules were. You couldn't do anything with it for 2 years except drive by and take a look at it.
Yeah. Someday
because
that'll
the
be
guy may
mine.
come in and
Right.
and redeem their taxes, pay their taxes up on it, and then all of a sudden, whatever you've done to it's gone.
Yeah. You get a check in the mail for whatever it was you paid for it.
Yeah, period. That's all.
Yeah.
No improvements, no extra.
Yeah. So it had been, and it had been down to 90 days, he said yesterday. They had changed it, it had been to 90. And it was still like, this is silly. Yeah. So, just something to keep in mind. If you're going to try to play saying, well, okay, well, I'll just hold off, because you're paying interest on that money. If you're not saving any money by
It's
not
like
paying
10% a year.
yeah, it's expensive. So you're not really saving any money by trying to do that.
So,
So, just tips and clues from the real estate guy.
tips and clues from Bob Zadora.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What other kind of tips and clues have you got?
It's,
How
you
was
know,
Turkey Trot?
Turkey Trot was cool. I like Turkey Trot. It's a fun event. I'm sitting there and I can hear an airplane. I'm like, oh, that isn't good. So I come out from under the tent. I look up and all the numbers are blacked out. I'm like, oh, nuts. Please don't, please don't, please don't. So I come back into the tent and I hear some kids, oh, it's a turkey. I'm like, well, this was fun while it lasted, because that was it. If turkey gets dropped, then they were going to just stop it. There won't be another one. So,
Falling to the wokeness.
well, yeah. I mean, they crushed the Chamber of Commerce and all the local businesses there. And that was what it was. People who don't live anywhere near here, complaining about stuff. PETA and
PETA.
company. And that stuff happened. Anyway, so I take a look out to see what's coming down from the sky, and here's this little parachute with a little crocheted turkey floating down. And that was what they dropped. These little crocheted turkeys, really cute. And it had the same effect. It was great. It was really a good event.
With a gift certificate or
Yeah.
something.
If you
attached to it?
got the turkey, you brought it up and they gave you a gift certificate, and you went to Harps or whatever it is, and you got a turkey or food or whatever.
So how well attended is this event?
Oh, it was big this year. They said this was the best year ever.
The weather's
Best
been really
for-
well.
Weather
Been really
weather
good for
helped a
that.
lot, and just there's a lot of people that have moved here, Bob, in the area too. I mean, not just here, but in the area. So they want to come. They want to see what the small town America is all about. They bought into it, but now they need to see what they bought
Right.
into.
Yeah.
And the vendors were all good. The food was good. Big turkey, giant turkey legs. I don't know where they. I don't even want to know where they
Turkeys,
came
Bob,
from.
they come from
Yeah, I
turkeys.
know, but I mean, they were like really big turkeys. They were like linebacker turkeys. And,
Roids.
yeah,
Turkeys
probably.
on roids.
Probably. And, chicken on a stick and corn dogs, all kinds of stuff.
Well, think about it. If you've got somebody that's moved here from out of state, out of the area, up north, and not to pick on the up
Yeah.
north, but what's a turkey trot?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What the heck's a turkey trot? Well, let's
There's
just go
people from
find out.
Louisiana that were there and we're like,
Oh, yeah.
what's a turkey trot?
Yep, Southerns,
Yeah.
Northerns.
Yeah.
If you're not from Baxter, Marion, Fulton, or some county close in Missouri,
Yeah. Did you
have
heard
never
of
heard
this
of a
thing
turkey
before?
trot.
It was the 79th annual turkey trot.
What's a turkey trot?
Pretty cool. Pretty
Well, this is what a turkey trot is. Well, I'll see you next year.
Well, and there's people that had built their family reunions around it and stuff. I know the campground, White River Campground down below where the house is, that was packed. I mean, all the hotels were packed. There was a lot of people that come in for that event because it's a slice of Americana.
Yeah. This ain't Mayberry, but by golly, it's close.
Well, some days it is, yeah. So we were there. That was a good event, and the rest of the week, I'm trying to get my neck straightened out, and we're trying to get some other things done, and we've been just moving forward. Linda's going to a listing interview today. We had talked to this woman a couple months ago, and it takes a little time to get things done.
Yeah.
But she's ready, and we're good to go. We like that. Be able to help her out, and it's just a matter of being able to help people out that want to be helped out.
What's our local market doing right now? Stagnant?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's houses selling, not as many as we would like to see. I mean, there was only 17 homes sold. There was 12 a couple weeks ago. It was 25 last week. That's not, for as many agents as there are, that's not enough to keep people fed, as it were. But it's it's slowed down some. I think that there's a just an unsettled feeling with people with what's going on. You know, where am I going to be 6 months from now? What are we going to be doing? So you have a tendency. It's like when I talk about it during the presidential election cycles, where people are afraid, and it's he's an idiot, he's an idiot. Now we're getting more of that. That they just kind of say, okay, but we're just going to stay here, and we're not going to move. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to make any big decisions. I know the car industry is down some. I know that RVs, any kind of extra disposable income stuff is down a little bit. Stock market's fine. Look at silver, gold, things like that. They're fine. But there's just a feeling. So it'll get straightened out. I think that as we move on and we just kind of get used to the new normal, we'll come back around.
What's this Chris Nassari from Nassari Home Mortgage say about interest rates right now?
Rates are down right now. They're down quite a bit. So there's some really good opportunities right now. There's some great VA and FHA and first-timer loans and things like that. The being able to pick that money up we're down in this low mid sixes. Some of the stuff is in the high fives, mid fives. If you can come up with a point to pay that loan down a little bit, you can be in the mid fives. So that's good. And it's a lot easier to get them as far as if you're getting money from a family member, something like that. In the past, you had to account for all that money and stuff. Now they've loosened all that up a little bit to make it a little easier. That's a good thing. So there's some good opportunities. Looking at the prices and some of the stuff I was reading, that really the homes that the first-time home buyers are looking at price-wise, it's a little easier for them than some of the high. People are more willing to drop those prices a little bit or assist with the loan, those types of things, pay down some of the closing costs and things, than some of the higher-priced homes. The higher-priced home thinks that, well, no, this is how much my house is worth, and that's it. Okay, yeah, no, but okay. Just keep making that monthly payment.
But I owe
keep paying
$325,000. It's got to be worth that.
Yeah, well, and I got to get. When we went through that in 2008, with as that market was tanking, I got to get, because they took those big equity loans out and everything. I don't know that we've seen as much of that this cycle, but if you took a big equity loan out and bought a big RV,
there's your equity.
that's your equity. That's what that is. That's the profit that you've made on that home. Plus, you've lived in it. You got to kind of take that into effect as well. So there's a lot more to this than we people think.
Yep. Let's look at your numbers.
This week in real estate, there were 34 new listings come on the market, 2 commercial properties, 7 parcels of land, 25 homes came on the market. And even that's down a little bit. They range in price from $59,000 to $704,000. There were 26 sales, 1 commercial property, 8 parcels of land, 17 homes sold. They range in price from $755,000 to $30,000. Average sale price this week was $267,000 with 99 days on market. 13 properties expired. There were 38 residential price changes. Currently, we have 525 homes listed on the MLS. 212 are in Mountain Home. Excuse me. Year-to-date comparison for 2025, there's been 918 homes have sold. Average sale price of $252,000 with 94 days on market. Last year, there had been 923 homes that sold. Average sale price was $243,000. In 23, when the interest rates really took their first big bite, there had been 875 homes that sold. Average sale price was $228,000. 2022, 980 homes had sold. 2021, 1,046 homes had sold. The average sale price was $199,000 with 89 days on market. 2020, the first year of COVID, 983 homes sold with an average sale price of $166,000. But we're at the lowest in mortgage rates in 3 years. So there's really are some good opportunities out there. So.
Marry the home, date the rate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's where you got to look at it, because there's a lot of refinancing going on now. I mean, the loan applications that are coming into the banks, it's like 60% of them are for refis. I mean, at a full point to get from 7 into the low to 6s, high 5s makes an appreciable difference in your lifestyle.
Yep. How they get you?
Don't get me. Call my honey. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. All the MLS, we got a full IDX on there that we pay for. And so all the listings, everybody's listings, not just ours, are on there. But give her a call, 870-405-0793.
This has been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora, the Z Team of Century 21 Lemac Realty, 870-405-0793, retiredtoarkansas.net. We'll see you next week with more This Week in Real Estate.